Episode of Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get right to it. Jesus Christ is Lord. So, there was a draft day trade that took place in the 1986 draft. The trade was finalized, but it wasn't. Okay. What do you mean when I say that? And I know you all must be thinking of the Sixers draft day trade with the Washington Bullets where they acquired Moses Malone. No, that's not the draft day trade I'm talking about. That trade actually completely went through. Okay. But there was another trade that took place, but didn't happen. Okay. So let me start back in 1981. Okay. So in 1981, the Lakers lost in the first round to the Houston Rockets. Okay. They lost 2-1 to the Houston Rockets. And there was a retooling of the Lakers. Paul Westhead was fired. Then they got Kurt Rambis, Bob McAdoo, and hired Pat Riley. Lakers went on to win the 82 championship after being eliminated the previous year by the Houston Rockets. Let's fast forward to 1986, okay? They lose to the Rockets again, 4-1, okay? They lose to the Rockets 4-1. And so there was a trade that Magic Johnson went to Jerry Buss about. Okay. There was a trade that Magic went to Jerry Buss about, and Magic and Jerry Buss were very, very close. Okay. If you remember, Magic signed a 25-year, $25 million contract after the 81 playoffs, and Kareem actually called a press conference to question if Magic was part of team management. Okay, so Magic actually called a press conference. Not Magic, but Kareem called a press conference wondering if Magic was part of team management. So obviously that wasn't a case. But anyway, so they lost to the Rockets 4-1 in 1986. Okay, and Abdul-Jabbar was getting older, and Magic went to Jerry Buss with a trade idea. Okay, so the trade idea was this. He suggested they acquire his friend from Dallas, Mark Aguirre. Okay, so the trade was this. James Worthy and Byron Scott traded to the Mavericks for Mark Aguirre and the draft rights to Roy Harpley. Okay, that was the deal that was made. Okay, so Worthy came into the league in 82. Had been steadily improving his game ever since. Was a first-time All-Star for the first time in 1986, and was averaging 20 points a game. Then the average went up to 20.5 points per game in the playoffs. Okay, so James Worthy was one of the premier players in the NBA, but so was Mark Aguirre. 22 points, averaged 22 points for 4 straight seasons. Okay, averaged 29.5 points in 1984. Okay, and so he averaged 27.2 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, 6 assists in the Western Conference semifinals, where they lost to the Los Angeles Lakers in the second round. Ironic, ain't it? The team that beat you is the team that wants to trade for you. Anyway, so Jerry Buss called Donald Carter, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. He called Donald Carter, and he told him about how to trade Aguirre, draft rights for Roy Hartley for Worthy and Byron Scott. Okay, so Donald Carter said yes. Donald Carter agreed to the trade. Okay, so the trade was going to go through on the draft. So it was a draft day trade. Okay, the trade was going to happen on the day of the draft. Okay. As far as Jerry Buss was concerned, the deal was done. There was just 3 problems with that, possibly 4. Okay. The paperwork wasn't signed. The players weren't notified. The media wasn't notified. And most important of all, Jerry West found out about it. Jerry West found out about it. Oh, yeah. Who was the GM? Jerry West was the GM. So West was quoted as saying, Worthy could do a million different things to help us win. If Mark wasn't receiving the ball or scoring, he was useless. Okay. So again, 4 things that make the trade official but not official. Paperwork wasn't signed, players weren't notified, media wasn't notified, and Jerry West found out. And once Jerry West found that out, Jerry West was like, oh, hell no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You ain't doing this. He went to Jerry Buss and said, you ain't doing this. Okay? And if you do this, I'm going to resign as general manager. Okay? That's what Jerry West has said. West went hit the Buss and said, if you pull this trade, if you pull the trigger on this trade, I will leave as GM. I'm gone. And so Jerry Buss smartly did the right thing. And the trade did not go through. Okay. And that's one of the best trades that the Lakers made but didn't make. Okay. One of the best trades the Lakers made but did not make. As it turned out, it was an excellent decision because the Lakers went back-to-back in 87, 88. Worthy was their main man. Had a triple-double in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, 88 Finals. They also made one more Finals appearance in 1991. Worthy even led the... And I think it was 1991 where he led the Lakers in scoring for the first time. Yeah. He led the Lakers in scoring for the first time in 1991. Roy Hartley, his career, got off the ground in the first couple of years, but it came crashing down. In a few years. Hartley only played in 280 games total. Rest in peace. Roy Hartley, who died of heart failure in 2010, I believe. Yeah, so Hartley's career for the first 2 years was going good. Then injuries, drugs, brought his career down. And never reached his full potential. Mark Aguirre did win back-to-back championships with the Detroit Pistons. He did win back-to-back championships with the Detroit Pistons. The mid-season trade during the 89 season they made for Adrian Dantley. Where Dantley went to Dallas, Aguirre went to Detroit. where Isaiah Thomas was accused of orchestrating a trade, in which Adrian Dantley said, I didn't like Isaiah, and Isaiah didn't like me. And he went to management and said, get rid of it, AD. That's what had happened. And needless to say, I do not believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe Isaiah Thomas went to management and said, hey, get rid of AD. I don't believe that. But, yeah, so Jerry West said, so Jerry West asked Jerry Buss a couple of questions, okay? He said, Jerry West asked Jerry Buss, well, let me ask you something, because the trade was done. The trade was done. Then Jerry West asked a few questions. He said, has the paperwork been signed? Jerry Buss said no. Then the deal's not official. Bingo. Until that paperwork is signed, the deal was not unofficial. And Jerry West stepped in and brought that trade to a screeching halt. Best thing the Lakers ever did. Best thing Jerry West did. Best thing Jerry Buss did. Okay. So, history could have been a lot more different if that trade had went through. History could have been a lot more different if that trade went through. Okay, so. But yeah. All right. That's it. And that's all for Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. May God bless you all. Peace out. See y'all on the next one. I'm gone.